What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Curtis, and today we're installing the two essential mods that I like to use during my adventures. So let's hop into the workbench and get to it. And today we're installing the Wolfbox G900 Tri-Pro. Right now I do have the G900 also installed into the truck and I love it, but they sent me out this one and I'm gonna install it and test it out and see how I like it on my truck. So let's hop into the box and see what we got here. All right, so we got the G900 Tri-Pro. We're gonna open her up. So the front camera is 4K, rear is 2.5K, and the bumper is 1080p. I'll probably use the 1080p for the bottom of the truck to kind of see how my suspension is flexing. But really nice packaging, and it also has voice control, Wi-Fi, GPS, touchscreen, and then it also has like Wi-Fi built into it, so I can download clips from my truck onto my phone, which is pretty nice. All right, so as you can see already up there on my window, I already have the G900. So this is the 900. It's literally the same exact thing. I believe the wiring will be the same. I'm just gonna have to, take all this apart and reroute another camera wire to underneath the truck to get that. So let me take this off and I'll get installed. All right, so funny story about the Wolfbox. So when I traded in black truck, I had the Wolfbox, but I already threw away the mirror because I installed Wolfbox, threw away the OEM mirror. I went to go trade the truck in. I was like, hey dude, can I keep all the mods I have? He's like, yeah, just take them off and then bring the truck back, like trade in, with everything off. So I brought it back and I didn't have an OEM mirror. So I traded the truck in with no mirror. Black truck had no mirror when I traded in. And also the Switch Pros mount from SDHQ, the whole center dash was missing also. So I had to drive the truck to the dealership with no rear mirror, which was kind of funny. But it's all good. That truck's probably somewhere. It's actually New Mexico, I believe. It was sold in New Mexico. So whoever has a black Z71 that's kind of beat up, it's probably mine, and I'm sorry. If you have my black truck, let me know, because I can tell you everything that's wrong with it. But okay, so we pulled this down with their pry tool they give you, and then I think I need a Torx bit to get the actual mount off, and then a little info here. This cable for your it senses lights being flung into your vehicle from behind. It like dims the mirror. You can just unplug that and leave that unplugged. It has nothing to do with anything. So it's going to be kind of weird. You're going to have an extra plug in here. Let me get a Torx bit and I'll get this mount off, and then we'll go back to the workbench and kind of change everything over. And yeah, should be a quick install. All right, so we got the old one off. This is like the mount that you have to buy separately for the actual mirror. But I was looking at it and they're actually this one's actually bigger. So I'm hoping that this mount still works. I hope these bolt holes are kind of in the same place. So we're gonna get this guy off here. I know it's a little screwdriver guy, and I know I'm missing one hole on this side. So that kind of sucks because I lost it or I broke it off. I forget which one, but we're gonna get this guy out here and hopefully it lines up also with the new one. I'm also gonna give my old one to my wife in her Bronco because we didn't get the Bronco with 360 cameras or anything, so that's kind of a bummer. But she's gonna have to buy another mount for the Wolfbox because I don't know if it'll work. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, honestly, the Wolfbox guys, they're really up in the game when it comes to like cameras and stuff like that. I really like the Wolfbox. I probably would never not run one. They have like a 360 view of the back. Love it. You don't even really need to use your mirrors or anything. It just adds more safety when you're like merging onto the freeway and everything. And I also live off of like one of Arizona's most crashed freeways. If anybody knows about 347, you know that people drive like assholes, and there's a lot of accidents, and it's nice to be able to have a dash cam just in case someone stupid wants to ruin your day. You have the evidence to back it up. So especially with my Go Fast camper, yes, I have the back window, but like once you put a bunch of stuff in there and like you can't really see it out of your mirror, you can't really see the sides. I do love the mirror, or the window. I love the window on the GFC just to be able to like see outside when I'm in the camper and I have views, you know what I mean? I got all the views, but this is just nice to have, to be able to see everything while I'm driving. But honestly guys, like I love to be upfront with you guys and tell you guys, yes, they sent me in for free, but my first one, I bought that with all my money. So like, I'm a loyal Wolfbox customer after that. They really do work very well, and it's really nice to have. The one downside it took me a while to get used to is the 900 it's actually bigger than your rear view mirror, so it makes your windshield look smaller. It just kind of threw me off at first, but eventually I got used to it. But let's get this on, and hopefully I remember which way it goes, because I honestly forgot already. All right guys, so we're up in the truck, got it all installed, and then we're gonna put the mount back on. I know the cables and everything, it gets pretty dang tight up here, I would have to say. So we're gonna see how this goes. And so that's in there. Also guys, I'm trying to get all these like DIY home or DIY mods done, because I'm gonna be going on like a 5-day Sand Hollow Grand Canyon trip pretty soon, so I'm trying to bang out all these while I can so I can have all this done when I go up there. But let's start the truck and see how it looks. Never mind, I just plugged it into the wrong port. So if you already have a Wolfbox, you got to plug it onto this side, not that side. So we got everything. We're gonna do all the time zones. All right, one thing I did differently from the last time that I installed the Wolfbox to this time I installed the Wolfbox, I actually cut out a groove in here for the wires to pass through, because before they were just kind of like jammed up on here, and it just wouldn't really shut all the way, and it kind of rattled when I was hitting whoops and stuff like that. So I think I'm just gonna throw the cables on the inside here, slide that down. Can't even tell that I grooved it out. And oh wait, I missed a tab. Let's put it back on again. So you kind of just gotta slide it forward, and push up, and you're all golden. And then you have yourself a backup camera, or a dash cam. And this is just really gonna be nice to be filming some off-road clips with it, I would have to say. So, all right, I pretty much have it all dialed how I'm gonna have it for when I use it. So let's start the truck and I'll show you guys the final product, and then I'll get to my radio. So it says it takes like 5 seconds to boot up, or 8 seconds to boot up the rear camera. Okay, so I have that right here. I just need to angle it a little bit more, probably like that. I mean, there's a lot of adjustment in here. I have to figure out the hand controls because they're a little bit different than when I had my last one. So that's going to be the front camera. So like, you know, your front dash cam camera. Then you swipe over, you can do 2, you can do 3 actually with the Tri-Pro, so you can have like another camera. But since my truck already has like a front camera, I'm not really gonna probably hook up the camera to the front. It's just like seeing behind me. So like yes, I can see kind of through that window, but not really good. So normally I just run it like this, and then I can adjust this how I want. So it pretty much gives me like a pretty much 360 view of like the outside, which is nice. And honestly, it doesn't look that much bigger, I would have to say, than my 900. But I like how I routed the wires way better this time. Cut a little latch into the vents right there, and really dig it, really digging it. And then I know you can do like voice commands on it. There's a bunch of stuff in the settings, the Wi-Fi, screen brightness, exposure, you know, there's a bunch of stuff you can do on this. Flip mirror, the cameras, you can do distance guidelines. I normally have all that off. And then it can do like G-forces and like your maps. You can put your maps up here. But I'm pretty simple when it comes to that. I kind of just dig it like that, and then I can have my rear mirror. Really dig that. Super stoked on the Wolfbox G900 Pro. I will eventually do the third camera, probably underneath the truck, to get some suspension movement, but I will talk to you guys when I'm doing the radio. All right, so for the longest time I've ran these like Midland GXT radios, and I've dropped them a million times and they just don't hold a charge at all whatsoever, even if I charge them for a week. So I installed a Midland GMRS radio on the truck, and then a buddy from Instagram actually 3D printed this mount. I'll throw his Instagram up here in a card, but it is a, I don't know, 15 watt Midland MXT radio. And so what I did for that was I routed it actually under here. It's a plastic piece. You just pull the plastic down, and then you can there's like a metal sheet that I just drilled the actual module into there. I know there's different ways that you can do this, but I just decided to do it the easiest way possible, because I bought the cheap one off Amazon. It's like 150 bucks, and it doesn't come with an extension for the actual radio. You gotta buy the Overland one, and that's an Overland tax I do not want to buy. So I just use this one, and I have it routed through, I'll come show you. I know you can route these like through the engine bay to the battery to have it run through that, but I kind of just did it a little bit easier here. I know some people ain't gonna like this, but it just makes it a lot easier. So I actually have the antenna wire coming around from the module down here through the center console down by the floorboard, and then there's actually a plug in the floorboard that's plastic that I run my Wolfbox wires off of, and everything that I can get down from inside the vehicle into the outside of the vehicle. There's a plug down on the passenger side footwell. Just drilled out the plastic plug and stuck the antenna wire down. So the power wire from the module is ran through the same spot through the center console, over here, through here, down here, around, up into the cigarette lighter, because I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to wire it to the battery and do all that. So I just have it off of a cigarette plug that's just kind of hidden in the center console, and it does the job. I know it's not the greatest wiring, but I never see this side, so I don't really care if there's a wire right here. But yeah, the GMRS radio is, I just finally decided to get it, because every time I go wheeling with a friend who has it, and I'm always the guy who just doesn't have a radio, and it's just kind of annoying for everybody, especially if my radios just keep dying, and that's a problem. You know, you always want to have communication, not worry about radios. And then I'll show you where the antenna is. So again, I have the module underneath here, routed it behind the console down into the floorboard plug hole, and then that routes all the way over here, which is gonna be down along the truck's frame rail, up through the back of here, and then I just have a zip tie holder for the cable that goes up and top right here. So it's the cheap one off of Amazon, so it's not overland taxed. I know there's more legit versions, but just have it magnetized to the roof. I know there's a magnet that I can put on like here or here, and yeah, we'll see if that little antenna is actually good enough. I haven't been on like a trip with radios yet with the truck, so I don't even know if that mini antenna will work. But my neighbor who lives like 4 streets down, he turned his on and I turned mine on, and it worked. It reached that far, and if it reaches that far, it should be fine, right? But these little handheld radios did good, but for some reason the batch I have just like don't hold the charge, or I broke them from dropping them so much. But yeah, those are 2 essential overland items that I would highly recommend for going on trips and off-roading adventures, especially communication. Love this little 3D printed mount right here. It's just it makes it look pretty dang OEM. It's a lot easier to put in when you're in the vehicle. But and then this cable doesn't really bug me. I kind of dodge it every time. But shout out to Wolfbox for sending me out this G900 Pro. I'm excited to use it on the channel and be able to download clips via Wi-Fi onto my phone instead of having to pull the SD card out and everything. So I'm sure I'll have like a coupon code or something for you guys to use down below. But yeah, I'm gonna be in Sand Hollow, Utah probably when this video goes live. I'm gonna be camping on the Grand Canyon, hitting some fun trails, and I'm excited for that trip. I've been meaning to go back to Sand Hollow. I'm excited to hit the chute. I'm getting redemption this year. We're gonna do it, but not on the Bronco because no lockers. And yeah, but I love you guys so much. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the hype button. It really helps small creators like me. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the radio and the Wolfbox 900 Tri Pro. Let me know if you have one. Love you guys. Peace out. Bye.